Hi betting experts, on Saturday the 3rd of September we've got 9 cracking races on ITV on Saturday, the best of the action from Ascot, Haydock and Kempton. We start off with our betting expert Daily Nap. This runs in the 145 at Haydock. The best odds on the Betfair Exchange Superior Mile Stakes are Group 3 for 3-year-olds and upwards, and I think Reach for the Moon is an extremely fair price here. Now John and Hayley Gosden's high-class 3-year-old was an extremely expensive failure when turned over at 5-2 on at Ascot in June, but I think he's well worth another chance here to confirm the excellent impression he created on his seasonal debut in the Heron Stakes at Sandown in May. He comes into this prize freshened up after 2 months off the track, and he was basically undone by a brilliant front-running ride on Claymore there. I wouldn't hold that against him. I think he'll have too much pace for these rivals, and I expect Tory to be swinging on the bridle all over them, turning for home. Our betting expert value angle selection runs in the 220 at Haydock. This is the Betfair Handicap over a mile 6, and I think Inverness here is well worth sticking with. He's been consistent though frustrating all summer, and he caught the eye in no uncertain style when finishing behind Solcombe last time out at York. That one is a very progressive performer. We're going to tip him up later for another race on ITV. I thought Inverness raced on the wrong side of the track at York as things panned out, and he dropped a big hint he was ready to be winning soon off this mark. He's proven his stamina now after a couple of runs over a mile 6, and a much more positive ride is on the cards from Kieran Schumacher. The remaining 7 races on ITV, we'll spin through them in time order, starting at Haydock in the 115, a listed contest over a mile. Well, Captain Winters is a strapping colt of Kevin Ryan's. He's improved run to run in 3 career starts so far. He had a troubled passage through when only winning on the nod last time out at Thirst to get off the mark. That's helped him really. I think he'll have matured a lot for that, and this is a pretty big jump up in class into listed company, but Kevin Ryan doesn't overface his horses, and I think Captain Winters has got loads of scope to keep on improving. The 205 at Kempton on the all-weather, the September Stakes, a Group 3 over a mile 4. Well, Dubai Honour's been finding life really tough behind Baid and highly tried all summer. He shaped quite nicely last time out at York under a pretty negative ride, patiently ridden and sticking on steadily up the straight. This is a huge class drop. I think he'll be well suited by this race and will take an awful lot of beating. He's liable to be quite a short price. Our betting expert 240 selection back at Kempton, the London Mile Handicap. I think Uzinsko looks the value here. He's a 6-year-old, he's fully exposed, but he's got a really good record at Kempton, represents the shrewd John Butler yard. Pat Dobbs booked. I think he was unsuited by a 3-runner tactical race at Newmarket last time, and this will be much more his bag. Over to Haydock for the 255, the Old Borough Cupper, 1 mile 6 handicap. Well, Solcombe landed an absolute huge gamble the other Saturday at York, falling out the stalls, but coming there hard held on the bridle. Kieran Fallon's in the saddle this time. He has been whacked up to a career high mark, but I think he's a listed or group stayer in the making. I think he'll take a bit of beating. Over to Ascot for the 310, another fiercely competitive 7-furlong handicap here. Well, Fresh has done betting expert follows a couple of turns already this summer. He's very progressive. He's got a brilliant record at Ascot in big fields. He impressed me when landing the cash last time over this course and distance in July. He's been kept rather aptly fresh since by James Fanshawe, and he's got ideal conditions here. Haydock, the 330, a brilliant sprint cup, the Group 1. Well, Rohan has let us down a couple of times this summer, but he's a very useful performer when the cards fall right. I think there have been excuses. He got a very negative ride last time out. He did too much too soon at Newbury. He was parked on the win at Deauville, so that's 3 excuses for 3 defeats. I think back at sprinting, he's well worth chancing at a double-figure price. Back to Ascot for the last, the Heritage Handicap at 345 over a mile 4. Thundering is a consistent handicapper from a good yard who posted a career best effort when second in a huge field at York last month. He is bound to go close if he enjoys any luck in running under the usual hold-up riding tactics. Best of luck with all 9 ITV races on Saturday, betting experts.